I'm your host, Alex Burton, helping you on the path to becoming a better outdoorsman. Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the Ultimate Outdoorsman podcast, guys. I'm really excited to be here. This is a project I've been wanting to get off the ground for a while, and just now finding the time and the resources to really get it going. Today's going to be a pretty quick episode. It's just an introductory piece just to explain a little bit about myself and my background in the outdoors, as well as what you can expect from the show in the future. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into that. My name is Alex Burton. I will be your host from here on out. I'm 29 years old and I live in the great state of Kentucky. I have a very awesome family life. I have an amazing wife who supports me in everything I do, including getting this podcast going. I am the lucky father of three children that are 5, 10, and 11 right now. Getting into really fun ages with them, trying to get them in the outdoors and really get that drive going for them. My oldest right now is really getting into kayaking and stuff, so I'm really excited about that. The youngest right now, though, he's still at that iffy stage. He likes to get out there and wander around the woods, which I'm completely and totally okay with as long as he wants to get outdoors. But he's just not there yet. But hey, he may never get there, and that's fine with me too. The outdoors isn't for everybody. I've had a pretty interesting journey getting to the point I am. I am a very avid outdoorsman. I love to hunt, I fish, I hike, I camp, I backpack. If it's in the outdoors, I'm probably going to try it and I'll probably love doing it. Uh, all that started for me at a very young age thanks to my dad. He took us on a lot of camping and fishing trips when we were younger. From fishing for trout to bass fishing to panfish and even catfishing. We used to go camp a lot of different places around here in Kentucky and just really go after those fish. He's also the person that taught me the basics of deer hunting. Dad's getting a little up there now, so he's not as enthusiastic, I guess, about getting up that early and sitting in a stand to chase deer and stuff anymore. But he was still there for me and taught me the basics, which I'm more than grateful for. Uh, Hiking, I really got to give up to my Aunt Jan. She took us on all kinds of hiking trips during the summers when we were younger. Got to see a lot of cool places and stuff like that. So, thanks to them two, that's really how my passion for the outdoors got started, and it's really only grown since then. I'm to the point now where I have to get outdoors and do something at least 1 or 2 days a week, or I will go stir crazy between work and sitting around the house. So I got to get out there and do something. Over the last few years, I did get to take my passion for writing and mix it into the outdoor industry as a writer. I've met a lot of really cool people doing that, from outdoor celebrities all the way down to your average Joe who's just starting up his own company. And really getting to talk to those guys and their experiences and the things they're getting to do has really given me a cool new perspective on the outdoor industry and what it means to be an outdoorsman. And I've gotten to do that now for about at least a good 4 years now. With that, I don't want anybody to think I'm a professional anything. I do make a little bit of money and I do get to have a lot of fun from my writing and stuff. But just like most of y'all, I work a regular 9 to 5 job. I'm in a hot factory on an assembly line 10 hours a day. And I mean, it's not the greatest job in the world, but it helps make ends meet and take care of my family and put a roof over their head and food on the table. So I'm completely and totally happy with that. So I don't get to run around the country getting paid to host this podcast or to hunt or fish or anything else. So yeah, I split my time between my passion for the outdoors and raising my family, and that's completely and totally okay with me. And if something changes with that in the future, so be it. If not, I'm still happy doing the stuff I get to do now. Now, thanks to the time I did spend writing over the last few years, as I said, I got to meet a lot of cool people. I had to do a lot of research into a lot of different subjects in the outdoor and the industry itself. And along with the experiences and the gear I've got to use and things like that, it's really helped shaped me into a well-rounded outdoorsman. Whether it was putting hours in chasing deer and small game in the woods, or while I was out on the water going after all kinds of different types of fish species I could get, and even spending the last 5, 6 years learning wilderness survival skills, it's just all left me with a treasure trove of knowledge. And that was the main reason I got into writing and wanted to start this podcast in the first place. I really like taking all that I've learned and getting to share it with others and my experiences and hearing others' experiences. It just really makes it all worth it for me. And it doesn't matter if you're a rookie just getting into your first stand, going after your first year, or if you're a weathered veteran out in the wilderness, man. Use always something you can learn, and always somebody around that can teach you something new or something you've never tried before. So that's really what the point of this podcast and my website's going to be about. Uh, Basically, every show, we're not going to stick to specific areas. Like, we're not going to do only a hunting podcast or a fishing podcast. We're going to hit on all types of subjects in the outdoors, whether that is hunting and fishing, or camping, or backpack, or wilderness survival, whatever it is. We're going to hit on all kinds of different subjects here out in the outdoors. And with each subject, we're going to just focus on different things every time. Like, one episode might be on time tested gear, or even the latest gear that's out, or cool things you should know about, and the best places to find those, and also the best deal you can get on those. I've talked to quite a few people I've met in the industry over the last few years, and they're more than happy to come on as guests on the show. So I'm really looking forward to having a few of them on there, and just to give their opinions on different things, or teach y'all some tips and tricks, or whatever it is. Just come on the show and talk about their experiences they've had doing whatever they're doing. I'm also going to try to cover any big news stories that come out, things y'all should really know about, like chronic wasting disease cases, or different things like that. Just stuff, really important things you should know if you're getting ready to head outdoors, and my opinions on those and how they could affect you and stuff like that. As of right now, this is probably going to start as a bi weekly podcast, and I'm hoping that will eventually move into a weekly podcast. I'm just new to the podcasting world, so I'm still learning a lot of the editing side of things and getting used to speaking into a microphone and being heard clearly. And it's going to take me a little bit of time messing around with things to get it, but I'm getting a little better at it every day, so you'll notice things will improve as I go. Shows, I'm planning on about a 30-minute showtime. Some will probably run way longer than that, depending on the subject matter and how much there is to cover on it. Or if I have a guest on the air, I guarantee that having a guest on, we're going to run more than 30 minutes. You just get to talking and want to hear their opinions on stuff and things like that. So I also wanted to let you all guys know about the website. Uh, you can go to ultoutdoorsmen.com and head over there, and on the front page you'll be able to see the latest podcast that's out, as well as a lot of other great content that I'm writing, and I'm going to have some guest writers on writing some stuff. So you guys can head over there, and like I said, you'll see on the front page it will have the latest podcasts and the latest articles and links and stuff that are out. You'll also be able to click on the show for that day and see the show notes. Anything I talk about, like if it's some gear or whatever it is, I'll have links to all that stuff in the show notes for you. So be sure to head over there and check the website out. You'll also be able to sign up for our mailing list if you want to know exactly when a new podcast hits, or new articles out. So it'll send it directly to your email. You'll know when it's out. You can head over and give it a listen or a read. Same thing, we've created a Facebook page that will have the same stuff on it. You'll be able to see the latest podcasts, news, anything going on with the show in general. And all those links will be available on the site and in today's show notes as well. One other cool thing I did do was I did create a Facebook group for the Ultimate Outdoorsman. You can just simply search for the Ultimate Outdoorsman in your search bar on the top of your app or on your computer, and head over there and join the group. I created it as a way to basically build a community around the idea of becoming the ultimate outdoorsman. Whether you're just starting out with a new skill and you have questions on stuff, I mean, ask a question on there. Somebody's done it or is doing it and will probably be more than happy to give you some advice on the matter. Or if you just had a really cool hunting or fishing or hiking experience that you want to share with some photos and stuff, I love seeing and reading about that stuff, and a lot of other people do too. So head over there, share what you have, and just join the group, get involved with the community. I'll also be putting polls up on the Facebook group page as well. Uh, Basically, just to help y'all vote on what you'd like to hear on future episodes. So it's a good way to help shape the show to the way you want to hear it and the subject matter that you're looking for. So be sure anytime you see a poll up to vote on it and let me know what you want to see or hear. The final thing I have for you today, guys, if you have any cool ideas for future shows, or you might want to be on the show, or you just have some questions or maybe some tips for me on making the podcast better, please contact me either through the Facebook app on the Messenger or send me an email to alex at ultoutdoorsman.com. And that's men, M-E-N, not M-A-N. I'll gladly get back with you as soon as I can. I check my email on a daily basis from my phone and my computer. So, I mean, if you send it to me, I'll probably get back to you within a few hours at most. And that's really all I wanted to touch on today, guys. Like I said, it was just going to be an introductory episode just to let you know a little about me and the show. Definitely be on the lookout for the first official episode. I'm hoping to have a guest on. I'm talking to a few people right now, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to get them on the air for an interview and get it edited and everything before the next episode's supposed to post. So just be sure to check back at the website for when that does hit. And really looking forward to the next episode, guys, and the future of what the Ultimate Outdoorsman podcast will hold. Until next time, this was your host, Alex Burton. Stay safe and have fun out there, guys.